Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Church at Home with Rachel from Monday, the 27th of April. Actually, I should probably say welcome back to me, like thank you for joining me, because I've been off for a week and a half. Um, I'm actually not working today. Today's taking a day off because it's been probably 3 weeks since I've actually had a full day off. And I just got back home last night after 11 days away from my husband and my dog Skunk. So today I'm not in the office, but I am publishing this. So I'd like to share with you today a devotion from Soul Fuel by Bear Grylls. It's called Ever Toward the Light. A life of love and faith doesn't just bring freedom to some areas of our lives, it has the power to transform everything. You can be free from guilt and shame, free from condemnation, free from the fear that you're not good enough and can never hope to match up, free from selfishness, from pride, free from legalism and free from the fear of rejection, free from peer pressure, free from the need to compare yourself to other people, free from past pains and future worries, free from the fear of death. This is not some far off hope. You have been set free already. Right now, you are free to use your life and energy to help, love, and strengthen others. You are free to be the unique person that God made and that He delights in, free to be you. That old restricting legislation is recognized as obsolete. We are free of it, all of us. Nothing between us and God. Our face is shining like the brightness of His face. And so we are transfigured much like the Messiah, our lives gradually becoming brighter and more beautiful as God enters our lives and we become like Him. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17, 17 to 18, taken from Eugene Peterson's The Message. It's a beautiful vision, and some of these freedoms may take a while to come. All of us are on a journey that lasts a lifetime. But as we focus on Jesus, the change happens. Little by little, we move ever toward the light. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm always talking about seasons in my life, aren't I? Um, I've had seasons when the light just didn't seem to be there. Like it just felt like everything was dark. And then eventually, slowly, sometimes the light began to creep in because there are times when God has said, you can't face me. You can't, like Moses going up the mountain. Um, and when Moses came down the mountain with the law, the commandments, and he was glowing, and he would have to put a veil on so that people wouldn't be struck by the brightness of his glow. The, the, the idea that in the Old Testament that the Ark of the Covenant behind the temple, behind the curtains in the temple, there are times when God recognizes that we just can't handle the light. It would be too much. Our bodies, our minds, our souls are just not ready for the pure magnificence of God. And so we get glimpses of it, and sometimes it's hidden from us. Like Elijah standing in the cave with his back. He wasn't allowed to look out just to watch as the shadow fell across. I think it was Elijah. I could be wrong. You know what I mean, though, I hope. Sometimes God does keep God's self from shining so brightly directly in our faces that we won't be overwhelmed by that light. And then there are those other times, like I've said before, where we say, you can't see me. Kids do that all the time. Little kids, they have no concept of what, if they can't see, then you can't see. But the fact is that sometimes we're the ones who do this. We're the ones who block out the light. And eventually something happens where God's like, come on, just a little bit, peek, 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 until we take the veil off our own eyes and we're able to see that incredible light. I was really struck by that passage from 2 Corinthians. The old constricting legislation is recognized as obsolete. We're free of it, all of us. Nothing between us and God. Our face is shining with the brightness of His face. And so we are transfigured much like the Messiah, our lives gradually becoming brighter and more beautiful as God enters our lives and we become like Him. God is very patient and God knows what we need. When we first come to know Jesus, when we first come to have faith, We are not expected to become a Billy Graham or, an Archbishop of Canterbury overnight. We're not expected to be able to stand up in front of masses of people and share our faith. God knows us and knows what we're capable of and what we need and what we're comfortable with and where we need to be a little bit uncomfortable in order to grow. And God just sort of inches in and helps us inch along until we're ready. And then we realize the light has been shining. And when we look in the mirror, we recognize that our light has been shining. We have spent so much time with God, so much time with Christ, that He's starting to rub off on us. And that we're so integrated in our faith. We're so believing in Jesus and recognizing His will in our lives and how beautiful that is, that we're actually emanating Him to other people. We are becoming light to other people as well. That's what we are called to do. That's what evangelism is. It's not some big awful E word. It's an opportunity for us to simply share our faith. And more often than we might realize, as we are growing in our faith and as we are acknowledging the light that is shining upon us, the more that light is shining through us into other people. And we then are moving ever toward the light, but we are also helping others to move ever toward the light. I like that, especially if we're getting ready to move into the month of May with more sun and flowers and springtime and graduations and new possibilities and new life. Let's shine that light. Let's allow ourselves to reflect the glory of God and let others recognize it in us, that we might also recognize it in them. Shine your light. Be the light that Christ has started within you to share with the world. Have a great day as you become a beacon of hope. God bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow for Church and Home with Rachel.